It was a warm, late afternoon when Emeka stepped out of the office, his thoughts swirling like the dust that danced along the streets of Lagos. He had just finished a long day at his desk, staring at the same numbers and reports for what felt like an eternity. His colleagues were all heading out, but Emeka lingered behind, feeling the weight of his own frustration settle deep within him. As he walked towards the main road, his eyes caught the flash of a tricycle kicking Napep, its yellow body gleaming under the fading sun. The rider, a woman, was navigating the busy street with the kind of confidence only years of experience could bring. But it wasn't just any rider. Emeka's heart skipped a beat. He knew her. It took a second for the memory to resurface. Ada Ora, his classmate from university. They had sat side by side in lectures, exchanging notes and laughing about silly things. They had been good friends back then, but time had pulled them in different directions. Adora had always been ambitious, a dreamer with fire in her eyes. Emeka had thought she'd land something grand after graduation, just like the rest of them. But here she was, a cadet driver, navigating the bustling city streets. He watched her pull up to the side of the road, the engine of the tricycle humming softly. Adara glanced over at him, her eyes widening in recognition. "Emeka," she called, her face lighting up with a smile. He approached cautiously, unsure of what to say. It felt strange, seeing her like this, but there was no denying the warmth in her voice, the genuine happiness in her eyes. "Adaora, I didn't expect to see you like this," Emeka said, his voice betraying his confusion. She laughed softly, nodding as she shifted gears. "Life doesn't always go as we plan, does it?" she said. "But I'm doing okay. How about you? How's everything at the office?" Emeka hesitated, the smile on his face faltering as he thought about his own life. He had a steady job, a respectable position at a company, but it felt like it didn't mean anything in this moment. He was, working tirelessly, but what did it amount to? His salary wasn't enough to fill the empty spaces in his heart. He had everything and nothing at once. I'm okay. Got a job at the company. Monthly salary is around 100,000. His voice was quieter now, his words heavy with unspoken thoughts. "But honestly, I'm just getting by." Adora tilted her head slightly, a smile softening. "You're doing better than most, Emeka. Don't forget that." Emeka shook his head, feeling a sharp pang of guilt in his chest. He looked at her, at the way she gripped the handles of her tricycle with such determination, how her eyes reflected a quiet strength. And yet, here she was, earning only a fraction of what he made, but doing so with pride. "I should have done more. I don't even know why I feel like this, but sometimes I just feel like I've failed," he confessed, his voice filled with the kind of sadness that only comes when someone confronts their own weaknesses. "I look at you, and you're out here, working hard every day. I don't know." Adara was silent for a moment, her eyes meeting his, with a depth that seemed to understand everything he hadn't said. "Emeka," she began, her voice calm, "life is not about who earns the most money. It's about who can look at themselves in the mirror and be proud of what they've done, no matter the paycheck." Emeka swallowed hard, his throat tight. "But you?" "No," she interrupted gently. "I'm not asking for sympathy. This is my choice. I'm not doing this because I have to. I'm doing it because I can. And I'm happy." She paused, as if weighing her words carefully. "You should be too, Emeka. Don't let what others have define your worth. Your job doesn't make you who you are." Emeka stood there, unsure of what to say next. The weight in his chest felt heavier now, but in a way that felt less suffocating, like the beginning of a shift inside him. Adaura smiled again, her expression warm and understanding. I'll be okay, and so will you. You're doing fine, Emeka. Don't forget that. As she revved the engine and began to pull away, Emeka watched her fade into the traffic, her tricycle merging with the sea of yellow and black. He stood there for a while, letting her words settle in his mind. That night, as he lay in bed, the weight in his chest had lightened. Adara had reminded him of something he'd forgotten, that success wasn't always measured in numbers or titles. It was in the heart, in the effort, and in the small victories of everyday life. And maybe, just maybe, he had been measuring himself the wrong way all along.